How to start your fitness journey. Hi, my name is Jason Jenubdeke and I'm a fitness, nutrition and movement coach, and I'm excited to be here today. We're discussing how to start your fitness journey, and this is where we get stuck a lot of the time, how to start, waiting for motivation. But really, I think the problem is what to do for your fitness journey. As a coach, one of the things I experienced on how to start a client's fitness journey is how to set their calorie targets and requirements for them, especially if they're on a fat loss journey. And I had to confuse everybody that came to me for wanting to go on a fat loss journey and putting them on a diet. I understand that dieting is a way of life, but people perceive diet as being in a calorie deficit. So when you say diet, they really do understand that you're saying fat loss. So it means eating less. And they don't tell you the truth about what they've eaten because they feel bad for not eating less than they should. And yeah, that was one of the inexperiences that comes with trying something for the first time. So now, how to start your fitness journey? Now that you're here, what next? Now, I want you to ask yourself, what got you here? Why do you really want to go on a fitness journey? Why do you really want to lose fat? Why do you want to feel differently? What's it going to do for you? Why do you think it's really important to you? Why? There's something called the 5 whys. You have to keep breaking down the whys until you find that really inside thing, that silent motivation that pushed you to finally say, I'm ready to take care of my body. I'm ready to care for my body. I'm ready to feel good again. I'm ready to feel healthy again. And I know health is not a feeling, but there is something called that vitality and strength that comes with working on your fitness and taking care of your body and adapting to circumstances. So why do you want to go on a fitness journey? That's the first thing I want you to ask yourself. Why? That's how you start a fitness journey. You don't wait until you have this high energetic motivation that you really just want to do, high exercises all the time, energy pumping, jumping workouts. What happens when you don't have the energy anymore? Don't mind me, I'm trying to slow down my speech because I notice that I tend to talk really fast when I'm excited about a topic. So when you're waiting for this high energetic motivation, I really think deep down we're waiting for what to do. How do you want to go about your fitness? What do you do? How, do you create a deficit? What foods do you eat? What exercises do you do? How many steps do you take? And these are the things we know. Which kind of vegetables do you
7 o'clock.
Do you have to eat? And when we become very confused about these things, we now start to ask the irrelevant questions. Which supplement do I take? Which particular foods make me fat? Because these bigger questions are already so overwhelming. You feel like these little ones can help you, bring it home a little bit. And I get that. The question is how to start. And I want you to go to my YouTube and watch the full video on this. You're gonna love it. So how to start your fitness journey? First, why are you here? Why do you want to lose fat? Why do you want to build your fitness? Why do you want to feel good? And that's what we're gonna talk about. So now you've set the intentions. Now you know why. I know there's always this start with why, and I tend to zone out when someone says why. But why is really important. Do you just want to feel good in your body? Do you want to have more confidence? Do you want to feel stronger? And I know that word strong is overused, but for some of us, just a little bit of strength will brighten your day. Believe me, just a little bit of strength when you're feeling so exhausted or so drained. Just a little bit of strength to be able to push the seat across the room will brighten your day. And it's very okay if all that you want is strength and you don't want to lose fat. Your body size doesn't matter. As long as you're healthy, you're exercising, you're eating nourishing food. It's health first. As long as you're healthy, your body size doesn't matter. So So now the next thing we want to do is, on your fitness journey, now you're getting clear on why. I want you to set your intentions, to be super clear on what you want. What are your intentions? What do you really want? Do you want to lose fat? Do you want to feel good about yourself? Do you just want to understand if you're doing the right things for your health? Do you want to feel rested? Do you want to end the day still energized and not really fatigued from morning till night? What exactly do you want? And sometimes when you figure out what you want, you will not see that you need to do some other things to get to what you want. For example, sometimes you want to lose fat, but now you see that you need to learn how to rest. You need to learn how to eat. You need to learn how to exercise. You need to adjust your routine. You need to learn how to plan. You need to learn how to do so many other things before you're able to lose fat. And that's just the reality. Sometimes we jump into fat loss where your body is not ready in any way to lose fat. Maybe you've tried so long, and the first thing you need to do is heal the relationship you have with yourself. You heal the relationship you have with your body, to heal the relationship you have with food, to heal the relationship you have with exercise. And the sweet thing about this is that the side effect of healing these relationships results sometimes in fat loss, results sometimes in weight gain, depending on your goal. If you're on the overweight side and you start practicing some healthy habits, the fat is going to come off. If you're on a lean side and you want to feel stronger and you start practice healthy habits, you see you get stronger, you get bolder, you get more confident. These are the side effects of healing your relationship with food. And that is why I talk about healing your relationship with food all the time. It comes first before you start to think about fat loss. You start to think about every other thing that comes with it. If you don't have a healthy relationship with, health activities, as I spoke about in expectation effect, if you don't have a healthy relationship with these outcomes or these activities, fat loss is always going to be so difficult and a struggle for you. So you have to set the intentions. What do you want? Now, what do you need to get to what you want? If you're having difficulty with sleeping, maybe you have to look into that. Having difficulty with planning your meals and actually even having hints of healthy foods around you, maybe you want to increase that. For example, a lot of times when we want to go on a fat loss journey, for example, we want to take away everything in our house. And if you notice, even if you've not been the kind of person to eat vegetables, to eat whole foods, and you start removing the foods in your house, you find out that you are super hungry all the time because there is no food in your house. You don't have the vegetables, you don't have the whole foods, and cooking it, you still need to adjust to build the strength, the time to cook, and all of these things. So you find that you have to heal and adjust and take care of yourself first before you can go on the fat loss journey. So now you know what you want. You have to look into what you need to get there. And a coach is super important in this place. Sometimes you don't even know what you need to get to what you want. And that's where a coach comes in to help you navigate those terrains and look into it with you, your environment, your lifestyle, what you can do in this moment. So you're not overwhelming yourself. Too much, it becomes overwhelming. And too little, it becomes understimulating. And it becomes boring and you give up. What am I talking about? The growth, the push that it requires to get to your fitness goals. Sometimes we downplay those things and make it about fasting and calorie deficit and keto and one herb there or the other. But it's really not about that. It boils down to relationship we have with our environment, ourselves, our body, or the exercise, and what health activities mean to us, what taking care of your body and taking care of yourself means to you. You have to really look into that. What does health mean to you? What can you do right now? You have to consider that, what you can really do. That is how you start your fitness journey. I know this is a lot. I have a guide on setting the foundations for your fitness. You should really check that out. It's in the link in my bio, in my link tree. You will find it, access to it. I think I'll activate it again. So you need to build the foundation to get to a fitness journey, to heal your relationship with food. There's so much buzz about being thin and being a certain body size, but the body size doesn't matter as long as you're healthy. So it's health first. And if you're not healthy, you can get to your fitness goals. If you're not fit, you can get to your health goals. They go hand in hand. That's how your body works, because your body is trying to keep you safe. Your body is trying to protect you. Now, after you've figured out what you want and maybe done your research or consulted me for a one-on-one to get you, to figure out what you need to get there, you have to start to set your targets. It's super interesting, super important. These would help you know that you are going on the right track. For example, you're on a fat loss goal. You have to set your deficit numbers, you have to set your steps in, you have to set your routine, your morning routines. And the important thing about morning routines is that they set the tone for the day. I know morning routine have been overused, but the more you learn about yourself, the more you know what your morning should look like according to you. So you're going to have to open your mind to exploring a lot of things to know what feels good for you in the morning. But you have to plan that. It's really important that you're super intentional about your goal. So you're not going over it over and over again and not really sure what it is you really want. This is something that occurs all the time. If you're not super clear on what you want, so you're sure on what you're working towards. So you're not just in any fitness program because I should be dieting, right? Now you plan your routine. Now it's time for education. There's so many things you don't know. So many things you think you know, but you don't know. So many things. And it goes across every areas of our lives. You need the education. I think we look down on exercise programming and how important it is that when someone says, what exercise can I do? Someone says dancing, someone says skipping, or resistance training should be programmed according to what you're looking for, according to how you want to build strength. It is super important. And we tend to forget that people pay thousands of dollars to learn how to program exercises for clients. So it's super important. Education. Nutrition education, exercise education, your body, and these things you don't have to go get a certification if you don't have the need for that. But what you have to do is to get education that would help you get to the fitness goal you're looking for. If you're confused about protein, carbohydrates, and fat, go and research on that. Or most importantly, go into unpacking nutrition, where I break down all of these things so you're super clear on this thing, so you don't go into, or maybe you don't go online and start to see information about this protein and this carbs and how they make you fat, this particular food. You're not confused about all of these things. You're super clear on what works for you, on what is working for you. And let me make it clear, protein, carbohydrate, and fat, these are just food groups that are really important that your body requires daily to be healthy. And if you understand this thing, you know you have to eat a specific amount of these whole foods before you start to think about supplementation, or you start to think about fat gain or weight loss, because if you're not healthy, your body will not be able to lose fat. So let's go on. Now you've gotten the education, you have to look at your routine. You have to start to apply them. You have to explore what is working for you, what works for you according to your lifestyle. Do you have a family you're taking care of? Are you single? Do you have people in your household? Whatever. How do you adjust that? I think we underestimate how much our life changes when we start to take care of ourselves intentionally. The things that would normally pass by starts to really, really important. So you start to apply them. And then you have to look at setbacks that are going to happen. There are going to be days or weeks where you don't feel like exercising. There are going to be weeks where you just want to overeat because your whole old habits will come back, or you just want to eat because that's just life. Or maybe there are weddings over and over again, weekends with friends, and you say that this is your lifestyle. You go out on the weekends with friends and fat loss is your goal. There is a way to work that out. There is always a way to work that out. You can adjust these things to fit your lifestyle and still lose fat and and still feel great about yourself. So you're not feel like you're depriving yourself of joy and fun and these things just because you want to lose fat. And the last thing I'm going to discuss here is building the mindset for what you're looking for. If you want a healthy lifestyle that doesn't disrupt your life but makes your life thrive and makes you healthy, you have to start to change your mindset and relearn and unlearn the things you think you know about fitness and health and how it works. Your mindset really matters. Your mindset around healthy living and food. If you have this idea that there's bad or good food, they're always going to approach food with fear and criticalities, looking for something. Oh, this is not healthy for me. I think we just make a big deal out of processed and ultra processed food. Sometimes it just brings joy. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes your body changes. Things change. Sometimes you're too exhausted to even think about exercising. Sometimes you're too exhausted to think about eating some certain kind of food. And these things are real instances that matters, that happens. So you're going to have to look at your mindset and how you look at setbacks. And this is just at the start of your fitness journey. And this is what you do for your lifestyle. That's the funny thing. The foundation and the basics is what you keep repeating week after week, month after month, until you understand what works for your body, you lose fat, and then you're thriving. You start to get to a certain body image where you feel good about yourself. You feel so good about yourself, you want to take care of yourself. And even on the days you don't feel good about your body, you still do things that help you take care of your body because you know it will make you feel good. Maybe not at the moment, maybe tomorrow, it will make you feel good. And you're looking towards tomorrow to feel good, right? And it might not be all flashy and whatever people do at the gym. It might just be you taking a break, lying down on the floor in your room, whatever it is. You have to start to learn to take care of yourself first, and then fat loss would happen. I don't know why I keep going back talking about fat loss, but most people come to me talking about fat loss. But what they need in the moment is building a habit of caring for yourself, caring for your body, and fat loss will automatically happen if you are on an unhealthy way, if your fat is making you unhealthy. The funny thing is that your body always goes back to its ideal size, to a set point. And I think that it's difficult for a lot of people to understand. Your body wants to be healthy. Your body wants to be strong. So if you are overweight, your body is going to be constantly trying to bring you back to a set point. If you're underweight, your body is constantly trying to bring you back to a set point. And how it does that, I'm going to talk about it in another video because it's beyond the scope of this video. This is just a crash course on how to start your fitness journey. 1, set your intentions. What do you want? What exactly do you want? Now you know what you want. You have to go after what you need to get what you want. Want fat loss, you have to go after understanding what calories are, being in a deficit is, how to expand energy, TDEE, needs. You have to figure out all of those things. Explore. You have to plan your routine. You have to get the education you need. You have to anticipate setbacks, and you have to start to work your mindset. Review and reset and start all over again. I hope this helped, and I'll be going deeper into this at the Move It Love pre-start curriculum. I want you to register so you have access to it as I break them down with slides and examples and everything. Have a very good day.